Hello everybody, we're back here on another The Hunter Call of the Wild video. Let's get into something pretty massive. Now, first of all, apparently anybody that was like on the mailing list for getting news on The Hunter Call of the Wild has been receiving a picture like this that includes our first look at the Great One Tahr. We've got a Great One Tahr coming to The Hunter Call of the Wild, and oh my gosh, it is insane. Now, as you guys know, I try to be as honest as I possibly can on the channel here, and I've got to say, on first look, I don't know how impressed I really am at this Tahr Great One. Now, I'm going to put up a reference image of the Tahr from the trailer, and then now we'll put up the Tahr Great One next to it. There's not a massive difference. I mean, maybe a little bit fluffier, obviously. The fur is a little bit of a different color. But, like, I don't know how to feel about it yet. I hope the other fur types are a whole lot better than this, because if this is what we've been waiting for, it's a little underwhelming. But only time will tell. Let's see what else they end up showing off in the live stream. Maybe it'll be something crazier. Okay, so first off, this is the map right here. This map looks really good. I'm seeing a lot of smaller lakes. We've got river. Honestly, not too bad. Now, the only question I have is, I wonder what the home ranges of animals are going to be like. Because if they can go to any of these water bodies, then that's going to be a little rough to like find all your zones for an animal. But if they're kind of segmented on the map, like on Layton Lakes, where you have whitetail on one half, blacktail on the other half, etc., then this actually is looking like it could be incredible. So it looks like we will be getting 10 brand new species on this map, which is really cool. It's good to see that we're going to be getting 10 brand new animals with this map. I don't know if that's more than what we got with Emerald Coast, but 10's a solid number. That's a good amount of new animals. So it appears that we will be getting a population reset on not just all of the bear species, but also on bobcats because of the scoring issues that they had, and water buffalo and black buck for a reason that we will talk about later in this video. So that's exciting. We're going to be getting a few population resets here. Does not look like it's going to affect anybody's Great One grinds aside from the black bear being reset. Something else that I really want to point out is I just noticed that when you look at the map, there's a new icon. It appears to be an outpost and a lookout tower combined. That is really, really cool. I hope that's exactly what it is, because, you know, looking at it right here, it seems that that might be what we've got going on, which is honestly very exciting. That is super, super exciting. So there will be 3 separate regions of the map, as we can see on screen right now. The only one that is not shown on screen, because it wasn't discovered by Jaxie at the time, is called Himal. And they kind of hinted at the fact that that is going to be based off of the Himalayas, which is really sick. That is really awesome. Now let's go ahead and take a moment as Jaxie flies over the map and gives us a bit of a view of everything that we can expect to see on this brand new map. Now, I do got to note, they did mention that they are not going to show off any animals today. This is going to be specifically a stream about the map itself and just like the visuals of the map, which is... I like it. I would like to see the animals, but, you know, it is what it is. This is still an awesome thing to be able to get a look at. So let's go ahead and take a look at what Jaxie and Patricia show off. I mean, so far, this is looking really pretty. You've got the beautiful, I believe they're cherry blossoms or rhododendrons, something. There's definitely trees, and there's also some type of plant. So I did hear that it's rhododendrons that are on the ground. That's what a lot of the community's been saying. And I think cherry trees is the larger ones, but I might be wrong on that. Either way, they're beautiful. This outpost is looking really, really cool. This is apparently the main outpost that you will start at, which is awesome. This is a gorgeous outpost. And look at that walkway. That is a gorgeous walkway right there. You know, they really outdid themselves with the details of this map, and we've only seen just a tiny bit at this point. You know, for the longest time, I thought Emerald Coast would be like an unbeatable map, but man, it really appears that they've beaten it. This is such an insane look at this new map. So that is our first look at a lake on this new map. And honestly, that's pretty good. I like that the trees are not like super thick around the edge of the water. Like they actually have an area where there's no trees around the lake. I hope all of the lakes are like that, because if so, that's going to be like absolutely perfect. Yeah, it's looking like these lakes right here are all going to be pretty clear. I really like that. You know, you can tell that this map has really been made with the players' feedback in mind. You know, people have always had complaints about the edges of the waterways being super, super brushy and making it tough to hunt the drink zones. There's always been a lot of conversation about the maps not having enough like open areas for the animals to feed as well. But as far as I can tell from what Jaxie's showing off here, as he's trying to avoid all of the animals, there's been a few scenarios where he's tried to avoid a group of animals and it looked like they were in the openings. So I think that is a really good sign for what's to come with this map. I'm very excited about what I'm seeing here in terms of like the way the waterways look, the way these fields look, the clearings in all these trees. And because look, I mean, the forests are pretty thick, but there's a lot of openings. So that gives me hope that they've took a lot of time to really make this map hunt well. Wow, the amount of those beautiful flowering trees just looks incredible. I got a feeling this is going to be one of the more pretty maps. Obviously, we haven't seen all of the different regions yet. We've only really seen like the lower starting area right now, and it looks incredible. Look at how high these mountains are going to get. This is crazy. Just look at the height of these mountains. Honestly, this is probably going to rival Silver Ridge Peaks in terms of like how tall some of these mountains are and how mountainous this map is going to be. This is really cool, man. And like, we haven't even been able to get like super good, clear looks at it because obviously the fog is kind of messing with things and we're just doing like a simple flyover right now. But wow, this is impressive looking. So something else that was just confirmed is that we are going to be getting a 20% discount on release for the map for all consoles. Like all platforms are going to get the discount. Normally it's just Steam, but this time every platform, no matter where you play, you will get a 20% discount if you buy the map like shortly after it releases. So that's nice. It's good that they're doing it for everybody this time. This outpost that they're looking at right now, another phenomenal looking portion of the map. You know, up from above, it just really doesn't do it justice. When you actually get on the ground like they are right here, you can really see that this is going to be not only a gorgeous map, but a very unique looking map. This is really, really cool, and I cannot wait to see what it's going to be like when I actually get a chance to play it. Okay, now that the fog has actually cleared, we can really get a good aerial view. Yeah, this is going to be a cool map for like hunting some of these more open hilly areas like this. You know, usually these maps either release and they're like super, super brushy everywhere, or there's like very limited foliage on them. This looks like it's going to be a map that's maybe a mix of both. This part that he's in right now is way less brushy than some of the areas that we flew over earlier. Here it is. We actually get a look at one of the outpost lookout tower combos. So as you can see, you can claim the outpost there, but it's also a lookout tower. That's pretty interesting. That's something they've never done before. I'm kind of curious to see like how people are going to feel about that. I kind of like it. And obviously we haven't played it yet, but it looks cool. So this is the lower third of the map that we're looking at right now. I got a feeling that this is probably going to be one of my favorite areas to hunt just based off what they're showing off right here. This flyover is showing a fantastic look at this lower third of the map. This is crazy. Like these rivers look massive. It looks like there's a lot of really open areas, open fields surrounding it, and then obviously some thick forested areas mixed in. This is probably going to be a spot that I'm going to go to first whenever we get a chance to play this map. It was also just confirmed that this reserve was inspired by Dorpatan, which is the real life hunting reserve in Nepal. That is honestly like one of the first things that comes up when we were doing research for the first couple hints and clues that they released for this map. So that makes a lot of sense, actually. This is based on the Dorpatan hunting reserve, which is really cool. That's awesome that it's kind of based off of a real life hunting reserve. Okay, so now we're getting our first look at the outpost for the Hamal region. This one is looking quite different than the other ones, and you can already tell that this part of the map is looking quite different as well. Look at that hilltop over there. That is looking really, really fun to hunt. It looks like the vegetation is a bit more sparse up here, which is good. Like that right there. Wow. I really like the way they've designed this map from what I can see in this EW stream. It really does appear that the foliage gets thicker and thicker the farther you go down the mountains. Like up here in the high mountains of the Himal region, it looks very clear. Like a lot of these mountaintops are quite clear. There is some trees mixed in, but overall it looks like it's going to be a relatively clear mountaintop hunting experience. Only time will tell though. And there we have a much better look at it. So it definitely gets a little bit thicker as you go down farther. But it still looks like it's going to be a solid area to hunt. I can't wait to see how things are going to be hunting through this section of the map. Okay, so it was just confirmed that there will be early access for content creators as well. And it's going to be the same type of thing as always. It's going to be the Friday before the release of the map is when we will get access. So I assume that means Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. So like 4 days of early access. And obviously I assume that's only including stuff where we can actually, like days where we can actually show things off. As you guys know, almost every single time they do an early access, we get a few days before we're allowed to show things off to where we can actually record some videos, get stuff prepared, and then we have the like 4 days or so to show things off. So it looks like it's going to be the same thing. So that's really cool. You guys will be able to get an early look from all the content creators at the map. And obviously, if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel so you won't miss that. Wow, these ridge lines look incredible. Gosh, I'm just so excited to get on this map. I just want to get on this map right now, but we can't because we gotta wait until we get access to it. Man, this is crazy. It honestly feels like a dream. I never in a million years thought we would ever get a map like this. This is just insane. This is probably the best look that we've got at this Himal region so far. If the entire Himal region or the majority of it is like this is going to be such a cool hunting experience because this is super open. It looks exactly how I would picture it. And it's just really exciting to see that we might be able to hunt in areas like that throughout the entire Himal region. At least I hope so. Something else that was just mentioned that a lot of people have talked about in the recent year. This game is apparently nowhere near from being done being supported. Jaxie just confirmed that the game has years to come of content updates, which that's really good news. Because a lot of people were worried that since we were getting less maps, that maybe that meant that we wouldn't be getting maps at some point. But it looks like that's not the case. We are going to continue getting support for the game. So I don't know if I mentioned this earlier in this video, because it's been a while. I've been recording this for quite a while, watching the stream live. But it was just confirmed that there is only 3 repeat species on the map. So 13 species in total, 10 of them brand new, and only 3 of them are reused species. That's crazy. This is, I think, the most new species we've got on a map since like Virhonga Savanna, which is great. That is great. And another thing that I need to mention, I talked about it earlier in the video, but the reason that Black Buck and Water Buffalo are getting a reset is because not only are they on this map, but they're getting a remaster. They are getting a complete rework to their looks. Now, I believe that they already showed off the Water Buffalo. It was on the store pages for the DLC, so let's take a look at that right now. We don't know what the Black Buck looks like as far as I know, but that is the reason those are getting reset, because not only are they on the map, but they're getting a remaster, which is really, really cool. And I don't think they've revealed the last species that's being reused on this map. Either way, this is super good news. 10 new species, 3 reused ones, but 2 of them are getting reworks. That's really awesome. This is going to be a crazy map. I can see exactly why it took a year to make this. Well, guys, now that we have watched the EW stream, kind of talked about everything they showed off in that, let's get to the Steam page and look at not only all the screenshots that are a part of the Steam page, but let's also kind of look at the description of the reserve, because there's a lot of information that gets revealed in here. Welcome to a unique hunting experience. The spectacular Sundarpatan Nepal Hunting Reserve awaits you. Here, the beauty and exploration go hand in hand, but if you're also excited by a challenge, this is the hunting ground for you. Elevate your hunting game. Discover a remarkable area of wildlife, some exclusive only to these lands. Don't miss the likes of the rare and impressive Barasinga, the snow leopard, and particularly the large Tahr, known in these parts as the Great One. Like I said at the beginning, we showed an image of the Great One Tahr, and it's just confirmed in here that there is snow leopard, which a lot of people, not gonna lie, there's a few people in the comments that were like, nah, Scarecrow, you're crazy. That's a white tiger in the snow. No, it was definitely a snow leopard. I could immediately tell by just like the way the face was shaped and stuff. But let's get past that. So we got those. There's 13 species roaming these desperate lands. When in the lowlands, being on high alert is critical. Home to the Bengal tiger, its solitary and elusive character will push your survival skill set to its absolute limit, often seeking to stalk and ambush anyone that enters its territory. The challenge is simple: hunt or be hunted. So obviously that's really exciting. Hunt or be hunted. That's kind of telling us that we're gonna have to hunt, or those tigers are going to kill us if we don't kill them. Grab your opportunity to hunt where life exists at the edge. Hunt at altitude on snow-covered, rough open ridges on the mountain region, explore the iconic rhododendron forests of the mid-hills, or brave the overgrown sal forests that bask in the tropical climate of the lowlands. Diversity and variation are omnipresent throughout Sundarpatan. The sheer scale of this location is guaranteed to challenge the most experienced of hunters. Sundarpatan provides the perfect opportunity for you to uncover the richness of the natural Nepali environment. Together with local experts and wardens, you'll showcase your hunting expertise. Non-hunting mission objectives include agriculture, photography, and repairs. Will also be part of supporting and developing the reserve. And then the last thing they talk about, hunt with the historical Gandhar rifle. I think that's how it's pronounced. Originally a breech-loading firearm in the late 19th century, the Gandhari rifle is a testament to Nepali innovation, both within the military and hunting realms. Call upon this handcrafted, high-caliber, single-shot rifle that symbolizes a major chapter in Nepal's history when it's most needed. Obviously, this is super, super exciting, but as we see in these screenshots right here, let's just pop it up, make it a little bit bigger so we can get a good look at it. That's a beautiful look at one of the outposts. If we move along, we've got what appears to be a snow leopard. Yeah, that's the snow leopard right there. That's definitely a picture of the snow leopard. That's really, really cool. Gosh, there's so much revealed in these Steam posts that we just don't see if we just watch the trailer or the EW stream. Like, I always forget every time that they drop this type of stuff on the Steam page and other stores. Now, this just looks to be a bridge. I think this was shown off in the trailer as well, so nothing super insane, but it looks pretty. And then we've got a picture of the tiger. Look at that beauty. A tiger going towards the rhododendron forest. Man, this is going to be a banger of a map. We also have our first up-close look at one of the yaks. That is beautiful. That is absolutely beautiful. Oh my gosh. It just gets better and better every time we learn more about this map and see new things. Next up, we got the Tibetan fox. That thing is... Man, we did some research on like species of Nepal when we first kind of got the hints that it could be Nepal. And I remember in the video I showed off one of these guys, and it's good to see we're actually going to get them because they are one of the derpiest looking creatures I've ever seen in my entire life. Next up, we've got another image of one of the outposts. Looks good. Very similar to a lot of the stuff we saw in the EW stream. In fact, I think they showed off that one. Then right here, we've got, if I'm not, actually, I'm going to have to go look up what this is. So apparently this is called like a nilgai or a nilgai. I don't know what it's called, man. It's Nilgai, but they look really cool. I'm definitely curious to see what this is going to be like. It looks like it'll be a fun animal to chase after. Well, let's see what else we got. Another image of a tiger, this time stalking something. Oh my gosh, that is going to be so crazy. Could you imagine being stalked by a tiger? I really hope they can stalk the player and not just animals. That would be awesome. Only time will tell if that can happen. But I'm sure there's probably going to be some type of way that you can be attacked by them. And if so, I hope they do this type of a stalking pose. That'd be sick. Next up, we've got some of the muntjac deer looking good. Definitely a solid model for those. They're not something I'm super excited about, but they're still cool, you know? And then if we move on, we've got the iron sights of the brand new rifle. Okay, not bad. They're somewhat clean. Good to see. We've also got another up-close look at the Nilgai. That is super awesome looking. Even better than the first image. This gives us a much better look at them, and I gotta say, from the images I'm seeing on Google, they kind of did a bang-on job with these. Next up, we've got... There it is. Oh my gosh, there it is. That's the Barasinga. That is the species I was most excited about potentially getting with this map. That is so cool, man. As you guys know, I love deer, so this is super exciting for me. The Barasinga is going to be an amazing animal. Next up, we've got water buffalo. This looks to be the reworked ones, I want to say. I don't think they looked like this before, but that is really good looking, especially in those rhododendron bushes. Just beautiful, man. And then we've got another look at the rifle, this time from a third-person perspective, so that's pretty cool. And then if we look at this one, we've got more looks at the forest, the rhododendron forest. This map is gorgeous. Like, it is absolutely beautiful. We've only got a few images left. Another one of a tiger. I expected there to be quite a few tiger images in here, since they're kind of like the big selling point of this map. Look at that. That is so cool. They did a banger job of getting these tiger models to look incredible. Next up, we've got another one of the yak. That looks like a big boy right there. I wonder if that's going to be like a level 3, 4, 5, 9. Like, what level do they go to? I'm really curious. Now, the second to last photo. This is of the Hamal region. This is one of the outposts, I think, or some type of landmark. Looks good. Let's move on to the last image, though. It is what appears to be some type of sheep. Give me 2 seconds to look up what sheep are in Nepal. Okay, so this appears to be the blue sheep. That's going to be pretty huge, because that is something that has been requested by a ton of people. I saw so many comments asking, like, or not asking, but saying, like, I really hope that they do blue sheep, because blue sheep would be incredible. So that's awesome to see. Really excited that we're going to be getting the blue sheep. Man, this is just such a banger lineup of animals. Such a good looking map, and such a fantastic new just update in general from what we're seeing. Now, obviously, that Tahr great one that we saw at the beginning, once again, I am a little worried if they all look like that, because just from the one that we've seen, that's not the greatest looking fur and like concept for a great one that I've seen. I like the scarring on the face, but like, aside from that, it doesn't look super special. And like, a great one's supposed to be super special. Well, anyway, guys, that's going to be it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. It's probably going to be a pretty long one, because there was a lot of information to pack into this, and I didn't want to have to make a third video. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, leave a comment down below. Subscribe to the channel if you're new, and hit that like button if you haven't already, because it is a massive help to the channel, and it shows me that you guys enjoy the content. I'm excited to see what else is in store for us in the next few weeks with this map. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace!